Imagine waking up one morning and bam, the crypto market's totally different, new regulations you never saw coming. That's what we're diving into today, the future of crypto regulation.
Yeah, it's a bit of a Wild West out there, isn't it? But things are definitely changing.
To help us navigate all this, we're turning to a major player, Congressman Tom Emmer. He's the House Majority Whip, third-ranking Republican. So when he talks about crypto law, people listen.
Absolutely. His words carry a lot of weight. But as always, we got to keep those political leanings in mind.
For sure. So no sugarcoating here. What Congressman Emmer think is coming down the line for crypto regulation?
He's pretty clear on this, actually. He believes regulation is inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but when. And here's the kicker. He doesn't think it matters who wins the upcoming election.
Wow, really?
Yeah, this isn't a Republican or Democrat issue anymore. At least that's how he sees it.
So you're saying no matter who wins, crypto's in for a wild ride. That's both exciting and a little scary, right? So how did we get here? It seems like just yesterday, Democrats were totally against crypto. What's changed?
Well, a lot has changed in a very short time. Let's rewind just a few months. Remember when Facebook or Meta tried to launch their own cryptocurrency, Libra?
Oh, yeah.
It felt like the entire Democratic Party was ready to shut it down.
It was total chaos.
Exactly. Back then, most Democrats saw crypto as something to be skeptical of, even dangerous. But fast forward to today, and you've got major Democratic figures like Maxine Waters saying crypto is inevitable.
Hold on, the same Maxine Waters who practically promised to unleash regulatory hellfire on the crypto world. What's behind this change of heart?
Well, according to Emmer, it's all about the youth vote. These younger voters, they get crypto, they use it, they see its potential, and they're not afraid to vote based on it. Emmer thinks Democrats have realized they can't ignore this growing demographic anymore.
So is this about genuine belief in the tech, or just a good old-fashioned political strategy to win over the younger generation? Makes you wonder.
It's a question worth pondering. Are politicians truly embracing the potential of crypto or simply reacting to the shifting sands of voter sentiment?
That's a big question, and maybe one that's impossible to answer definitively. But speaking of shifting sands, what does a crypto-loving congressman like Emmer hope to achieve if the political landscape swings even further in his favor?
Emmer has a whole crypto wish list ready to go if the Republicans take control in the upcoming election. First on his list, pushing through FIT-21, a bill that already passed the House but needs a Republican-controlled Senate to really gain traction.
Okay, FIT-21. Refresh my memory on that one. What's the big deal with this bill, and what does it actually do?
FIT-21 is all about providing a clear framework for how crypto fits into the existing market structure. Right now, it's kind of a regulatory gray area, which makes investors nervous and stifles innovation.
So less about banning crypto, more about setting clear rules of the road.
Exactly. And one of the key things FIT-21 does is provide a clearer definition of what constitutes a digital commodity versus a security. This is huge because right now that distinction is super murky and it creates a lot of uncertainty for crypto projects.
Makes sense. You need to know the rules of the game before you can play it effectively. All right, so that's FIT-21. What else is on Emmer's Republican crypto dream team agenda?
Okay, so next up, Emmer wants to pump the brakes on a central bank digital currency, a CBDC for the U.S.
Really?
He's actually introduced a bill to try to block it.
That's interesting. A lot of folks in the crypto world seem to think CBDCs are inevitable. Why is Emmer so against the idea?
He sees it as giving the government way too much control over people's money. Like those concerns we talked about earlier about the government tracking every transaction, maybe even controlling how you can spend your own money.
Yeah, I could see how that would make some people nervous. It's like a big brother scenario for your wallet.
Exactly. And it's a good reminder that not everyone who likes crypto is on board with handing the reins over to governments.
So no digital dollar controlled by Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Got it. What's the third item on Emmer's crypto wish list?
This one's about America's place on the world stage. Emmer wants the U.S. to set the standard for dollar-backed stablecoins.
So those cryptocurrencies pegged to the U.S. dollar. Right. I get the concept, but why is it so important for the U.S. to lead the way on this?
Because stablecoins could really change how we think about and use money, especially for everyday transactions. If the U.S. sets the rules, it keeps its influence over the global financial system, even as crypto starts to disrupt traditional financial institutions.
It's a power move.
Yeah.
Emmer wants to make sure America stays in control, even as the financial landscape changes.
Fascinating. So to recap, Emmer's ideal scenario is FIT-21 passing no CBDC for the U.S. and America calling the shots on stablecoin standards ambitious. But is that really all it takes to create a crypto utopia? Well, Emmer knows that regulation is a balancing act. He actually cautions against going too far too fast. He's even pushed back against some in his own party who want to create a whole new regulatory body just for crypto.
Wait, really? I thought Republicans were all about less government, not more.
It's not that simple. Emmer argues that creating a whole new bureaucracy could stifle the innovation that makes crypto so exciting. He wants smart regulation that protects consumers and investors, but not at the expense of progress.
So it's about finding that sweet spot, enough regulation to keep things safe and stable, but not so much that it crushes innovation.
Exactly. And that brings us back to you, the listener, because this isn't just some theoretical debate happening on Washington. This is about your money, your future, your
Right.
ability to be a part of this exciting new frontier.
That's right. The regulations that get passed will determine which projects thrive, what you can invest in, how you even use crypto on a daily basis. It's a big deal.
It is. And this deep dive has given you a glimpse behind the curtain. But remember, this is a rapidly evolving landscape. Congressman Emmer's insights are valuable, but no one has a crystal ball.
So stay informed, stay curious, and maybe keep an eye on those young voters.
Hmm.
They just might be the ones who predict the future of finance.
They just might. And here's something to think about. Emmer believes regulation can actually help crypto thrive. But can you really regulate something as disruptive and decentralized as crypto without stifling the innovation that makes it revolutionary? That's the big question, and only time will tell.